Hi, I'm very happy to welcome Tomasz Czechowicz here on Bitspiration on my interview. Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your everyday job?
Yeah, I'm the venture capitalist. I'm the managing partner of MCI. We are one of the oldest digital-focused private equity venture capital investors in Europe. We started in '99. We have about 50 investments in our portfolio, generating about $3 billion of operating business per year. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got like plenty of companies in your portfolio. So maybe you can give for young startups some tips. And from your point of view, what are you looking for, and what attitudes should startups have to come to your VC?
I think it depends on the segments and on the type of projects you are doing. Basically, we are more in the mode of investing into software as a service businesses, marketplaces, fintech space, connected devices, Internet of Things. That's what is probably the most interesting areas: online education, online healthcare, where basically I think it will be probably more difficult for us to do an early stage digital media, an early stage gaming, an early stage e-commerce at that stage of development of the market. We think we are bigger fan of regional players like entrepreneurs targeting Central Eastern European market or aiming to be a national champion in Russia as a big market. Then backing the global champions. But of course, if there will be a reasonable project which is aiming the global market, we are happy to look at. Yes, and that. And I don't think I will be smarter than the other people telling what to do if you are an entrepreneur at the early stage. Yes.
Right. This year, Bitspiration is about business, technology, and music. Do you think would you invest in some startup connected with music?
We've been there with a kind of early stage. Quasi Spotify, etc. I think that's a pretty global market and pretty tough market. I'm not sure if anybody proved to be profitable there. That I think general the digital e-commerce or digital distribution or digital right management is interesting area, but I don't really see the specific areas in music. What you can exactly do which provide a reasonable exit and the proper risk. Yes.
Right. Your presentation here on Bitspiration was about building European champions, and like an opposite way for Silicon Valley. Do you think that Europe is much behind Silicon Valley?
I mean, UK market is more developed in terms of e-commerce than the US market, and I think the best e-commerce companies will be the European ones, not the US, because European people, especially German people, are much more process-driven than the US people. That depends again. I mean, I think in mobile, in e-commerce space, Europe is probably more advanced than States. I think States definitely will be behind in software as a service solutions. Fintech, I think fintech again is more. Probably fintech is also more in Europe than US. Yeah, it's not a clear leadership in terms. Who is best in what? Yeah, search and social search, digital media, social networking is the US specialty. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're thinking about building global business, the USA is not the only way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have ASOS, which was the UK-based company, which is currently expanding in the States. Yes, you see the examples of European players expanding into the US market, not only, but of course that's much less. But I think it's also relatively early stage of digitalization, yes, because I think digitalization is basically touching between 1 to 20% of the global markets, depends on the sectors, and I think it will be far behind 50%, and that we need to wait and observe, and probably Europe will catch up US.
Right, my last question is about Bitspiration. I would like to ask, how do you like this year event, and why do you think startuppers and young entrepreneurs should come for events like Bitspiration?
That I have a very I think I've been once, and I've been only for a while, like a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago or 2 years ago. that I cannot really compare. And again, it's difficult for me to compare the Polish similar conferences. That's the only one which I attended up to now. Compared to the one which I know, like Le Web, DLD, IDCE, or Webit, or Founders, or Pioneers Festival, that type of conferences are much bigger. But it's maybe also good because if the conference is too big, it's really difficult to get contact with the people. Yes, and here's the size is the proper one. You basically are able to talk, and that's not too much people. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's a good way to catch the Polish or Polish Czechoslovakia entrepreneurs on this conference, and Krakow is a good place to do it. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much for a short talk. For more interviews and stuff from Bitspiration, please follow our Facebook channel.